Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Critical Role Campaign number 2.
Yeah.
If you don't know, I'm Kat.
I'm Kat.
And be sure to subscribe here at All Ages of Geek. If you want some more crazy reactions with two sisters, join our Patreon if you want the uncut version of this and some other fun reactions, because we just did something. You want to know what we did? So somebody was missing some of the files for our reactions because, like, on Patreon, the weird bug was happening where if you upgrade to a tier, sometimes you lose access. So I'm like, oh crap. We're like, what's the easiest thing to do? We're like, okay, we're going to make something for it. Yeah. There are over 50 pages.
54 to be exact.
There are, as of now, and that's not even counting all of it. And if we're just counting one series, which is
that's for missing content. Yeah. That's not for all content.
That's for missing content.
From May
We already have over 8,000 hours, which here's the thing, when we talk about having thousands of hours of content for you, we did not even know how much we did until we did this document.
Yeah.
So I just want to say, if you want some more entertainment with us specifically, go over to our Patreon for some uncut reactions. Not only do you help us, but then we're able to do like longer reactions to like Critical Role and keep this dream alive.
Also join our Discord, because we just opened a D&D section where you guys can join campaigns that are going on in the server.
I'm excited for that.
Yeah, so definitely join. Lots of cool people there. Lots of people who like Critical Role, so you will fit in. So join, please.
Yeah, it's a very warm and happy but crazy place to be. Yeah. And there's a lot of stuff going on. The bot is getting updated. Yeah. So yay for that. We just want to also say thank you guys, and God bless each and every single one of you for tuning in every single week with us, because, you know, we like giving our analysis on these things, but we also like making content to make sure that you never feel alone. The entirety of what All Ages of Geek does is we provide interactive content for anyone who doesn't have maybe like a friend or is like lonely to be able to watch content that they want to kind of in a way consume. That's so weird to say, but it's like you do consume media, but it's like in terms of like there's some things that we are even like we want to see people's reactions to. Like a given example is we love the Gilmore, well, not the Gilmore Girls, my God.
I said that the other day and you
we
yelled
love
at me,
Gilmore Girls. Well, they actually say it in the show like we love Gilmore Girls. We're always like, oh my God, we want to see people react to that. So it's like we understand why when people want to see a reaction to like their favorite media, but also have a very adult type of conversation about it. Like that's what we kind of want to go for, even with us, because there's sometimes when people do reactions just like like, you know,
I mean, we do that,
they're
but
freaking
that's
out.
not it.
Yeah, but like we want to be able to make this type of platform for you guys to be able to talk about very important things, and like, you know, even if you disagree with us, we're for that, because opinions make people human, and that is what matters here.
So please, please comment
your
thoughts, or, you know, if you ever want to reach out to us, the easiest way is Discord. You know, we have our names in Discord. Tat and what's your Discord name?
What's my name?
Kat.
Koch. Anakat.
Anakat. Oh yeah, Obi Tat and Anakat.
Yeah.
Because Obi-Wan and Anakin. Anyway, you can reach out to us on Discord or Twitter. So if you ever have any questions, we do answer YouTube comments sometimes. I know, oh my God, comments sometimes. But like the easiest way is Twitter and Discord, because we're always active on there. So if you have any questions about this reaction series or anything in general, never feel like shy to reach out, because we're always here.
Yeah, and it's like, again, like we love doing this, and it's because of you that we guys can. We can't speak today. It's because of you guys that we can do this. Yeah, it's like we can do this because of you guys. So I just want to say God bless each and every single one of you, and we hope that you enjoy your stay here. And we're just gonna go right into this. You guys said watch the ads because because Sam. And we're going to go right into this, and yeah, I'm excited to see what's in store for episode number 2 of Critical Role. Campaign 2. Anyway, here we go.
Critical Role. For a bunch of mercenary ass voice actors sit around and play Dungeons and Dragons.
Yes.
Excuse me.
We also do that, I guess.
Oh, he looks cute with glasses.
Yeah.
Welcome. We're always looking. What could possibly go wrong? So yes, welcome. Before we jump into this game, we have some announcements to get through real fast, so hold tight for just a moment. First and foremost, continuing tonight's sponsor.
He claps a lot.
So do we, though.
Our now long-term partner, super excited to be working with them.
Alright, take a shot every time Matt claps, because happy service drunk.
I need my fellow castmates to help me. Can we practice? Can we all say
boo?
We'll say yay!
Yay!
The official digital tool set for Critical Role.
I came from one.
Oh man. Alright, let's see. Talks Machina, of course, our after talk show about this episode will be on next Tuesday.
We gotta do that. We gotta do that.
The show at 7 p.m. Pacific time here at Twitch and Alpha.
He said he'll give us more like.
Yeah, let us know if we can, because I don't know if there's spoilers.
True.
Yeah. So check that out. Merch, Laura, you got anything?
Yeah. So, we talked about those posters last week. So they're still in the store on pre-order. Some of them.
What is happening to you?
It's like now. So you should be getting them soon.
Yay!
And then we're going to leave them on pre-order until Monday night. So if you're watching this on YouTube after it's been aired live, you've got until midnight to put in that order. And then they're going to be gone. Well, we might have a small overage that remains in the store, but the pre-order's done. And then they'll be, you know what I mean. And then, hey, check out that other stuff like shirts and hats and dice. And we should be getting some more backsmack in the D20s. I know a lot of people have been asking about them. They're going to be restocked hopefully within the next week. And then more will be coming soon if those sell out. You know how it goes.
Great. Thank you, Laura. Let's see. Podcast. The episode 1 of this campaign is already
See,
up.
they're so smart to do both video and podcast.
Listen to the podcast on their commute. It is available. The first episode. And exactly, and every Thursday morning we'll have the campaign, or the episode of the previous week available, and we'll be keeping those up consistently as the campaign progresses. And we also have the entire story of Vox Machina currently available on podcast. So, that makes me happy. Also, we are firmly in support for our longtime charity
He's so wholesome.
partners, H26LA. They do awesome work.
I love this.
Creative writing classes for children who normally wouldn't have the opportunity.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
And they do phenomenal work. I recommend you research them, and if you can, either help with donation or actually you can donate your time as well to help teach and be part of the program if one's near you. So go check it out.
Talking to one of the heads at H26LA over the break, Joel, and he was saying that they would love to do D&D, but not their staff knows how to DM or do D&D. And so, if there's an H26 in your area, and they're like, I know, I'll start a D&D
that's so
club.
cool.
Nice.
Just go talk to them.
Yeah.
Go teach kids D&D.
I'm a game for a bunch of cool teenagers and show them how awesome this game is.
Aww.
Cool 8-year-olds who are equally
Exactly.
Those are the same.
Same sheet now.
Nerd is chic.
I was cool.
Oh!
No, I'm still, we're trying to get there. Let's see, appearances. Lauren Travis will be at Emerald City Comic Con in Seattle, March 2nd to the 4th. So, up in that area, go over and say hi to them. I will be at Lexington Comic and Toy Con in Lexington, Kentucky, March 9th to the 11th. As well as Oda Fest in Calgary, in Camp. May 18th to 20th, and ACOM in Texas, June 7th to the 10th.
Calgary is like the Kentucky of Canada.
Is it?
I don't know.
I'll take it as a compliment.
I'm also going to Back Anime, not to be confused with Sack Anime, February 3rd and 4th. EAK, that's real soon, so I'll be there. Yeah.
Beautiful. And then leave.
Wait.
What?
Comic book next week.
Oh,
Yes, of course.
I bet.
Comic.
Is your 4 on the 24th?
By far the most fourth of all of these books. It's easily the most fourth.
I agree with that, actually.
Thank you. This is new. Just went for this. It's going to slowly darken over time. I want to swim.
Into pure shadow.
It's going to be keyframed in Photoshop. I'm aware.
Invitation there, folks.
Yes. Yeah. I've already been told that it's going to happen. We're already on it. Yeah.
I love it. All right, cool. On that note, that concludes our announcements. Thank you for your patience. And I think it's time for us to begin tonight's episode of Critical Role.
Yay. Oh no.
God, it's so cute. I love it. It's literally so cute. It's so loud.
It's the outfits.
I know.
He can literally cosplay Doctor Strange.
I know.
perfectly.
I know.
Look at his glasses.
And welcome back. So,
That guy still gets to them.
last we left off, our slowly gathering band of adventurers have begun to have their stories intertwined in the city of Trostland, in the southern reaches of western Wynandir on the continent of Wildlands. Here we had Nath and Caleb, who had been traveling southward, coming and meeting in the center of the tavern of the Nesselnook Inn with Jester, Beauregard,
Well, they're gonna be, because they were gonna be in Target, right?
upon which they were invited to a nearby carnival that had begun preparing for the performances later that evening, in which they met Yasha and Maul. After swapping some stories, earning and losing some gold, they began to gather at the outskirts of the Ustalak, the lake right on the eastern edge of Trostenwald, for the first opening performance of the fledgling Moondrop Carnival Tavern Curiosity. On entering the tent, they saw a number of performances. However, during a musical performance by this young dwarven girl, whose voice was this mysterious matching chant, and when this investigation was completed, regardless of how long it may take, you are not to leave us.
If I could just contribute one word, the 40 or so people who are outside, and the rest of us will vouch for this one, the colorful one. He saved many people's lives. Don't take my word for it. There's everyone outside.
Kind of all the rest of the clowns started glancing at each other and goes, well, unfortunately, that is not for me to decide. The lawmaster would have to be appealed to. If you wish to come with us, we can bring you along with us to the stockade and you can speak with her. Then perhaps she may grant you leniency, but I can give you no guarantee.
That sucks.
Why don't you just question us right now? You can choose more, just do that now.
Well, we could do that instead. We'll have you arrested, put you in the stockade as we question the rest of you.
Let's
Oh,
go
great.
to the stockade.
Yeah.
Jails are not my favorite terrain.
Oh God.
Just want to point that out, not this go around.
I see more of that backstory then. I would have guessed that about you.
Not really comfortable with that.
No.
So, we're leaving. The rest of you, stay in here, watch over the performers, make sure nobody leaves. Come if you wish, otherwise we'll be in touch. And the watchmaster gathers alongside the other 5 Crown's guard, lifting up the shackles of the 3 that have been arrested and begin to drag them outside of the tent into the night air.
Oh.
Can I double back into the performance
I think Frumpkin's gonna have like a big moment.
What they do?
You may if you want to. Alright, so you said Pumpkin just to follow them. You guys are staying behind them?
Are there 3 regular Crown's Guard that are going with Molly? Or is the Watchmaster going with them as well?
The Watchmaster is going with them, or at least he's exiting the tent with them. It looks like there are 5 Crown's guard attending the 3 of them that are shackled.
I'll go out the front exit of the tent just to see if the Watchmaster goes with Molly.
Okay.
I'll follow that.
Okay, so the 2 of you are following anybody with them? It's really 2 and Pumpkin.
Are we going with them or not?
Oh.
Shall we stay here? This is not our affair, right? I don't know. I am having second thoughts about being here at all. Well, you said the kitty, didn't you?
Oh, my kitty.
Yes, I'm not going to let him. Why don't we
Most
just,
Frumpkin saved everybody.
Oh, yeah, no, seriously, imagine.
Just bites everyone.
Sounds good.
That's good.
Alright, so as you guys exit and kind of keep a pace behind, watching the Crown's Guard guiding the current prisoners towards the actual city, Frumpkin keeping a zigzagging distance behind and following.
I don't know. There's a reason that Frumpkin's there.
Yeah.
If not, is holding my hand and leading me to
Oh. I love that.
I know.
There's-
I know.
walk blind and deaf here, looking through.
Oh.
I would say yes, but you are purely like, is all you're doing is walking forward and you need someone to guide you.
Right. And then
I mean, if it's me, so.
Well, no,
I
you
can
can't
talk.
hear you, you can't see.
But I can't hear you. I can talk and I can hold her hand so she can stop me from.
Yes. You can talk.
Sure.
You can talk, but you
But I
can't hear.
can't hear.
Okay, great.
But we've done this before, so you need to squeeze my hand really hard if I should pipe down. Sure.
All right. So
Nice.
first off, photograph.
Yeah.
As you back out of the performer's exit of the tent into the center of their encampment, the immediate exit, there are already 4 Crowns Guard that are currently searching around and kind of setting up a watch perimeter around the different tents.
I think this is gonna be like they're gonna break out. They're
I don't
think
know.
like things are gonna smoothly.
It's not gonna go smoothly.
Obviously.
All facing towards a large campfire in the center. There's a couple of chairs set up there. It's kind of the common area for the performers, the carnival. And it looks like they're all just kind of being put out there so they can get a beat on it and make sure that everyone else is.
I'm gonna try and like be aloof, kind of stealth a little bit. I don't make myself completely known.
Whenever you say you're gonna stealth it, things do not go
Yeah.
well.
Not to draw attention.
Okay, all right. You wanna make a stealth
Laura
check
and
just to
Sam
see
match
what-
so well.
They do. Wait, everyone up there does too.
Yeah.
She just walked out. Yeah.
She did, she did.
That's Cox. That's better. 17.
17, okay. As you kind of dart through the flap of the tent and move behind one of the large carts that currently is still affixed to a horse that is currently just
How many
chewing
my
on
question is like, how many
one of the
rerolls
questions.
can there be?
You glance
No,
over
it's
past the
like-
edge of the
isn't it
immediate
two?
near tent, and you
No.
can see this group gathering there, and it appears that no one's immediately aware of your presence.
Do I see the little girl whose name was, what was her name?
Toya.
Toya?
You do not see her. Like, the guard just got out there and they're just beginning to pull people out. You do see the fire dancer brought out there. You then see the two, the Knot sisters are brought out and kind of pushed out there. And they're all kind of,
Are people
Looking
being
for pressure.
irritable?
yeah, they're not like shoving them around, but they're just calling them out to the front so they know where they are.
Okay, I wanna like look around. Do I see any type of like movements in the shadows? Anyone looking suspicious?
Make a perception check.
Oh no.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Natural 18, 21.
Nice.
21. Okay, as you glance about, you don't see anything lurking in the shadows. What you do notice, though, is one of them bring Toya out of one of the tents on the southern side.
Oh,
And
no.
as
It's
you
like a
bring her
laugh.
out, there's a heavy thud sound.
Oh.
And you see coming up from behind the tent the large form of, you heard the name Kaori once, but the devil toad, the obese lizard man who's kind of like stomping it behind.
Ew.
Dude, or is he like a creature?
It looks like a lizard folk, lizard man, so like scaled, humanoid, but extremely like thick, kind of bulbous belly, large, almost frog-like legs.
Bipedal or on all
But-
fours?
Due to the size of his form, mostly all fours and kind of a little
Yeah.
bit forward, but sits back on kind of a bipedal situation.
So they're bringing both of them out?
Well, the toad is kind of hiding behind the tent, and as soon as Toya comes up to the guard and kind of puffs up its chest.
Oh.
Guard spins around and kind of goes to the blade and kind of pulls it out just carefully.
Am I still next to that horse?
Hmm?
Am I
You
still
are,
next to
yes.
the horse?
The horse is currently still up on the cart, but is about maybe 3 feet from you.
Take the horse.
No, take it. Take it, Reed.
I'm
Becomes horse.
gonna take my staff and just give a really nice whack to the horse to get it to run.
You know what? Let's go ahead and make an animal handling check.
Oh no. I get to make those.
What's my... Oh my god, I'm so nervous right now.
You're good.
That's not great.
Oh.
11?
11's fine. It's like a hard DC, but it was more knowing where to hit it to where it would cause it to bolt versus just get angry.
Yeah, as it kicks her in the back.
Yeah, exactly.
Going for, not to actually like hurt the creature.
Next Cinder 3 with the horse.
Get it in the right place towards the back of its hindquarters to cause it to suddenly rear up. Begins to bounce and smash onto the ground. You can see the wheels kind of clattering into the rocks and the stone between the bits of.
In the opposite direction and try and loop around to the south side.
Make him stealth check, please.
Oh no.
Okay. The 19.
Good.
Okay. You dart around the north side of these tents, and you're pretty sure you weren't seen, as far as you know. But as the cart begins to bolt off behind this horse, you see all the Crown's Guard turn. The one that was currently staring at the Devil Toad kind of glances off to the side. As he glances off, the Devil Toad kind of takes Toya and just pulls her to him protectively.
Oh.
And the guard kind of puts his sword away and check, points them, and then bolts off to go after the horse. The other three stay, kind of watching over the group.
Okay, can I loop around and kind of come up behind them?
I mean, there's scattered a bit, but
The
there's.
Devil Toad and Toya.
Oh yeah. Make a stealth check. You're
Jeez.
Oh my
God.
Just trying to do this.
Yep.
Oh no.
I watched that happen.
10.
That's a tease.
Nice
Oh.
Nice yellow, yeah, it's okay.
As you come up around the back of the Devil Toad, the guard that runs past doesn't immediately notice you because he's focused on where this cart is running off, and you can see another guard that was far away from this encampment that's circling back with him. The two of them now bolt in the direction as the cart begins to slow. It's not just going for it forever, but it's spooked and it starts to slow down, which is going to expect it. However, as you kind of slink up behind, the Devil Toad's head kind of curls back with this deep guttural.
Hi.
It's okay. Toya? Hey, come on, let's get out of here. Let's go.
At which point a voice says, excuse me?
Ah.
And you can see the guards staring at you.
Guards.
And there were 3 guards that
Oh no.
I thought that you said they got left.
Well, one of them left.
One of them left.
Yeah.
So wait.
Oh my god.
I'm sorry, but there's now 3
Oh my god. This is why when you listen to everything.
I'm so excited.
Kill them all. When it's down, kill them all.
I mean,
I was actually just looking for
Is this something that would happen on like Elden Ring? It's like stealth thing, death.
So she was with the group, right?
Oh my
They
god.
recognize you. And they
They
come up and
recognize you.
say, You're going with the stockade.
God
Ah.
The 3 guards slowly approach, and they begin to take out chains. And
Oh
then
my
they,
god.
Not to go to jail. You went to jail.
Ah.
She tried.
That's what matters.
So you and begin to be dragged towards the stockade.
Are the 2 guards like it's just the 2 guards, right?
There's 2 guards.
Is this just gonna check in from now
as you're
on?
being brought back, you can see more guards are coming from the city to the carnival. Like they're keeping it under surveillance.
So are they taking me away?
They're taking you to the city, yeah.
What are they doing with Toya? Anything? Are they leaving them behind?
They're leaving them behind currently with the guards that are there. Like they're not arresting anybody from the carnival, but they're not letting them leave. They're keeping them there.
Oh my god.
Okay. I'm gonna just do a quick.
Kill them all.
Kill them all.
let's
There
do
you
it.
go.
Please
Yeah.
kill them.
You are.
Okay, I'm gonna do some Mark shit here.
Oh no.
I'm gonna elbow one of the guards.
Oh!
In
Oh
the ribs.
no! Oh, this might be really bad for me charged more.
And bash the other one in the face, and I'm gonna turn to Toya and I'm gonna say, run! Run! Go! Run!
Okay.
He's like, oh, okay.
All kinds of rules.
First, go ahead and.
Oh no! Oh my god, I'm so scared. This is a terrible idea.
Matt really wants her to just get rid of it.
Attention towards her, you are completely shoving her into the limelight. I'm trying to just
I'm so excited.
these fucking assholes. That's a 6.
Ah!
So,
Yes.
so as you go back to elbow, you get halfway there before your chains go
She
top.
tried. She
And
tried.
They're both kind of holding the chain at each side, and you can see the tension of it. You can't even get him from behind. So you're like,
Oh
before
my
you have
God.
it, you imagine in your head. You go over it 2 or 3 times. As you go through the first step, doesn't go anywhere.
I'm sorry.
Does he at least get to run out to Toya?
No.
No, I'm sorry.
I'm sorry.
All your effort. All your fucking effort.
No, no.
She's having a seizure.
Yeah.
Oh,
Girl.
she tried so hard.
The devil tone and her seem pretty close. Like he's grabbing her in a protective manner. And
Yeah, they can both run.
Right.
Run for your life. Fine, whatever.
Aww.
She was here.
Two bad ones in a row. I know, too.
Virgil McFriends.
Ahead of her.
Like, you know, sad. It's like she has something going there,
I know,
but it's
she
like they're freaking
tried.
nice.
Is just quiet. Bosun, as you know by his full name, is kind of grumbling under his breath and just kind of trying to out loud piece together thoughts on what may have transpired, saying things like, I don't know, I think it's done on the inside, or is there somebody trying to sabotage it?
No, I think maybe it has nothing to do with us. I think maybe we were just caught in the crossfire.
It's not possible.
Sorry, sir.
Shit.
Oh no.
Are you gonna? Oh fuck.
Oh, you're waiting for me to speak.
Yes. Good persuasion check.
Now it's 20.
Oh.
Time, you little shit. She gives you a look, looks over at Breaker, and shakes her head. Keep these 2 downstairs. This one let go. Things will be free.
Shit.
We'll be talking to you very soon. At which point the Crown Scar dragged the chains back, and Gustav gives you a quick look under his eyes. As you're pulled out of the room,
Shit.
I know.
she glances to you. Well, you're out of chains, that's great. Doesn't mean you're absolved of the investigation. So, where are you staying? You and your compatriots?
Yeah, wherever they say they're gonna be under watch.
Yeah.
Well, technically, we just met technically.
As far as I'm concerned, you're all together as part of this investigation.
We're a group, you guys.
Aww. How if you can.
So, we're going to have our investigators come to wherever you're staying, which, she looks at some papers here. Looks to be the Nestled Nook.
That's correct.
All right. Don't leave the city. We'll be in touch.
Great, I really like it here, so that's good that we get to stay.
Do you have something to say?
No, just shocked to have seen someone die in front of me, not more than still.
I can assure you, we're here to cause no trouble. We will be as compliant as we possibly can be.
Dismissed. She stops stage at the table. The remaining Crown Guard, who just kind of left there to keep watch, escorts you out of the stockade, escorts you onto the street.
Your accent is really, really strong. It's hard to not match your accent.
Someone asked him, I really have
Infectious.
Sorry.
The one. Now we know it's a black one.
Cat back to me, and I drop the telepathy, and I just start tugging you back to the Nestled Nook. Come on, we have to talk about this. We have to decide what we're going to do.
Excuse me.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought you were behind.
My cat was in there.
Yeah, well, you've had to stay within 100 feet to maintain that.
Well, we would have walked up to the building. My
Right.
cat would have scurried around, if
Yeah.
possible.
So,
So I'd like to think that I heard all that, which is why I just...
You didn't hear all that, yeah. Okay, so as they're making their way out, yeah, you could probably duck around without them seeing you as they
Walk back.
Yeah, you can do that. Okay. So, you guys are jettisoned the street. It's now probably just past midnight.
I feel like they negotiate on certain things too. Like, oh, can I do this?
Has this ever happened before?
This has never, anything like this has ever happened before. And thank you. For the record, I don't owe you, any of you anything.
Well, now you guys are groups,
I
so.
swear, but thank you.
I swear.
And I'm ready to help with this.
Good.
Do you think it was the little girl?
No, that's an act. That's not anything.
Yeah, but the old guy.
Right, the large toad is with the girl. What's the story there?
It's nothing special. It's just a guy making a buck, all right? He's fine.
You hear the footfalls.
Yeah, but he's like super
guards
protective,
approach
right?
And rattle of chains as you see.
There's the obnoxious one. I'm really loud, but
I suppose the rest of you who are like gingerly growing up, you see Beauregard being pulled forward, but now the chains around her are being pulled tight to sides, more like a wild animal.
No!
Led towards the stockade.
Help!
Oh, I thought you didn't like jail.
Oh my god. Exactly. Help!
by the way, I was just curious.
This is the last thing you see as she's yanked into the stockade and out of sight.
I'm going to be very helpful and not go in there with the two of you while you try and get her out.
Should we go?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll stand guard.
Okay,
No.
we'll follow her in.
Leave.
I have nowhere to go.
You guys walk in behind her. You watch her being pulled to the stairs. She's bypassing the office of the lawmaster right now, and is being brought seemingly to incarceration before being questioned. They bring her to the stairs, and it looks to be a torch-lit subterranean basement area.
Oh god.
And as you begin to approach and follow behind, you can see one of the guards who's currently on watch, who sees you guys just exit and then walk back in, following another prisoner, and stands up and goes, "I'm sorry, where are you going?"
It was a busy day for us. Unfortunately, we're partially responsible for this one as well.
Hi.
Bad luck.
It was also helping to save a lot of people. Big misunderstanding.
Big misunderstanding.
Well, see you in the return. Please exit the vicinity. Appreciate that. And he kind of like follows behind you guys. You know, they're kind of on high alert. They're a bit scattered. You get the sense right now that they have a lot of their initial stock of guards are kind of off-site right now, and so they're doing the best they can.
Again, I appreciate how he gives the guards character.
Yeah.
You know, he makes them actual
Yeah.
characters.
It's not where to fall in with keeping them on profile. We talked about
No, isn't it so weird?
Oh my god.
it. Yeah, it is.
You guys follow down to the basement portion of this, which there's a heavy locked door immediately that is opened from the opposite side. You hear a couple of keys turn and the shifting of wood against metal before the door opens and reveals the rest of what appears to be a long hallway that is flanked by 2 rows of cells, iron bars about maybe 2 inches apart, going across the entirety of this long hallway. You can't quite see the end of it until you step down to where the door frame is. And there's probably a total of 10 cells to each side. And as you kind of walk through, you can see in kind of the off shadows in the corners a few kind of huddled bodies, hunched or asleep, kind of keeping to the shadows and out of the light. The smell of kind of mildewed, wet compost and
Ew.
It smells like Caleb down here.
Oh no!
You get about 5 cells in, where you can see the people that previously in there, or the guard that previously in there, just finished closing off the cell that contains both Gustav and both the Breaker. And they move to the cell just beyond that. Open that cell, and then go ahead and put Beauregard into that one.
Take her to see the lawman.
I know, why doesn't she get to talk to the lawmaster?
As he closes it and locks it.
Not to talk to the lawmaster.
Because she decided not to come hunting.
Oh my
What do
god.
you mean?
Oh, no, you misunderstood. See, that was just, I have this, like, spasm.
Oh my god.
And it has this, like, kind of twitch, you know? It's just...
Trying to bullshit
it
your
was
way.
an injury from, like a childhood thing.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Oh no, are you guys making fun of her?
Oh, Jester!
bracelets, and it's Kirby.
Oh my god.
These,
I love her.
Trailer trauma.
Bathroom.
the two guard walk away, not caring.
Ah.
Who were there previously, and
Spasm shaming.
At this point,
God.
the hall.
Those guards need to be canceled.
God.
A kind of heavy, bushy beard that obscures a lot of what looks to be a dark leather mantle over general cloth tunic, but he's burly arms, heavy torso, super scrawny legs, kind of a widow's peak, and he looks to be the jail.
Oh no.
And he kind of walks up, puts his hand on the bars, and goes,
Oh, well, if you want to be patient, I'm sure the lawmaster will be here sometime in the morning, and you can discuss whatever this business is. But if you want to say goodbye, now's the time.
Actually, we were just upstairs, and it would really help us if we could perhaps expedite the process.
Rush
Perhaps there's an arrangement we could come to if she could see the lawmaster now.
Yeah, I'm kind of injured, man. Like, no, like, seriously, I could show him like 8 hit points of damage.
My 8 hit points of damage. I'm dead.
that's
4.
16 hits.
Annoying.
That's 8 frumpkins.
Annoyance is all we're asking for. No favors.
Yeah, this is just like a wrong time, wrong place thing.
Make a persuasion check.
Use it.
Use it.
16.
16, kind of gives you a look. All right, but if she gets angry, it's not on me.
I understand. Thank you
She's
for
a
your
very calm
understanding.
person. She very rarely, I've never seen her angry ever.
And there's a whistle.
Yeah.
Another construct comes up and approaches him and goes like, I'm sorry, could you go and fetch the lawmaster? They were requesting. If she gets angry, just act this way sentence.
Oh.
The guard exits, and a brief time by,
That's how you do your like
hear
the
the
charisma.
sniper cursing a dwarven female descending the stairs. You can see she has like an overcoat on, was like halfway out of the stockades, finishing up her evening in her office.
No.
Oh, remember your little sister.
So, as the lawmaster approaches now, kind of pulling the coat over herself, goes, okay, so you've returned, apparently, meaning to...
On your watch.
I was just trying to go with what you said.
Yeah.
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 I mean, it kind of works. But you're not driving wrong. You're trying to go get the stupid little girl who seemed to be stupid.
Did you see anything?
I tried to save her. I was like, just go, can you get the hint? What's going on? Good.
Everything else, she turned the people into zombies.
Yeah, we don't know if it's her.
Good.
She looked, I think I gotta stop.
Oh, hi. You're here.
I think we should be looking at this guy. Like, why are we putting our neck out from you? Like, what?
You're putting your neck out for Tanya for some strange reason, and I don't know why she's perfectly capable of handling
Have you
herself.
been to this town before?
Not that I can remember. Oh, they all look the same after a while.
They've come through once, but that was a while back, and you weren't
Yeah,
really paying attention.
Yeah.
And you've never seen conditions like this at
Nothing like
any other
this.
carnival goer.
Hundreds, possibly thousands of shows. No, yeah, thousands of
Me,
shows.
after a while,
Nothing.
things start like looking the same.
Yeah.
It's not us.
So great. We're stuck in a city that has zombie issues.
Good.
That's all.
The other two.
That's all.
They, which other two?
The stinky one and the little one.
The stinky one and the little
Oh,
one.
your friends.
Yeah. Can we look around and see if we spot Caleb and...
You call them stinky and the little one.
Yeah.
No.
Spot around the interior of the tavern, they don't appear to be nearby.
I wonder if they came back.
I'll go up and ask the tavern keeper.
You order?
Yeah.
Oh, hi. Everything all right?
Hi.
Two bruiser types leading you in here, some of the crown stars.
There was this big trouble at the carnival. Did you go?
So they come the gossip.
Zombie and they got
Stop!
investigation because we saved them. These
Yeah, but
are
thing is, the
zombies.
bad thing is when people start questioning and like,
Hey, did you see the wizard guy, the stinky guy, and the little halfling?
Yeah, I came in a few minutes before you did. Upstairs.
Oh, great, they're here.
okay, they're here.
Good.
Meanwhile, the two of you are upstairs in your own chambers.
During all of that, we were able to drag you back here
brought you upstairs. So, and I whip off my ratty coat, throw it on the bed, and sit down on the ground so that I'm eye level with you. No. What? No.
Hi.
You and I have to make some decisions right now. Okay?
No.
Yes. Why?
Why?
I know why we said we were coming here.
Get some booze, get some books, find a little taste of civilization, maybe some better food.
I didn't say. I also had the idea, you and I meeting and teaming up has been a good thing.
No.
Oh yes, very good. I know everyone else makes fun of your smell, but I don't smell it.
Oh.
That's what I like about you.
Look at that. Look
I
at that.
have been thinking, and yesterday just furthers that thinking that I don't think you and I are enough, and I had the idea that we would come here maybe and find others that we could tag along with or meet up the way you and I did. But now I think that is a terrible idea. The people we spent the day with are lunatics. I don't think that we can do this. I've changed my mind entirely.
I saw it was. Hell no.
We can't now because we're stuck here.
We're under sort of holding arrest or something. We can't leave the city.
No.
But I was thinking about this. The people we met down there and spent the day with, they are lunatics. But they draw a lot of attention to themselves, leaving us free to sort of slink back into the shadows a little bit. It might be sort of the perfect camouflage.
Yeah.
No one's going to be looking for a little...
Such a good exchange between
them.
them.
They'll be looking at the crazy people. Smashing shit.
I mean, they're not wrong. Like,
I know.
It's a good idea.
And that is a good point, but I'm not convinced.
Like, I can see this right now.
Yeah.
I'm not convinced, and perhaps we're better off. Maybe I was too ambitious.
Well, let's give it a day, and maybe we can, if things seem a little bit, stinky duty tomorrow.
Oh my God.
Sticky duty.
we can fritter away in the middle of the day or something.
We'll wait and see.
They have such a good dynamic.
While we're here, one thing, okay? No money pot. No rat food.
How?
None of those places. I have silver, we don't need it, right?
But we need to replenish the healing potion you used. If we don't have that, then what happens the next time you get, in trouble?
The entire town is sealed here, and they're watching. But with a couple of tieflings, a little person in a doll mask, and a dirty ginger.
A dirty
ginger. Staring at us every second of the day. We need to dial it back a little bit.
All right, but how on earth are we...
Is that ginger?
Maybe we... All right. We can cool it with the comms for a couple of days. But I can't promise that I won't get the itch again.
No.
You just talk to me. Your whole...
I want to see that, like, if, like, Knock gets through the addiction.
Yeah.
Okay, hold my cat, okay?
Oh.
All right.
And then this is going to blow over because we didn't do anything. We did something.
No, I didn't do nothing. We just went to a show.
That's right.
Good show. Up until, the dead people part.
Yeah, but it was a good show, wasn't it?
Aww.
Yeah.
Well, we'll lay low. Should we pretend that we're still friends with these people?
I was going to suggest the same thing. In fact, I think we should go downstairs. They're going to be coming back. We don't want to cause a stir with them either. We just want to leave if that's what we're going to do.
Don't worry. I'll turn on the charm.
Oh my God, yes.
know.
Oh. But what's your charm, though?
Okay. Let's get a drink.
Thank gods.
You guys head down, you get to the bottom of the stairs just in time to see Jester, Beauregard, Molly, and Ford looking across the tavern, making their way in your direction, and you guys notice them meeting you in the tavern as well.
I think they were all there.
Oh, thank God you're here and safe.
All of you.
We missed you.
We missed
We
you.
got separated. Friends.
Friends.
But it's true.
Sure.
I'm lying!
I'm lying! I want their mugs.
I know.
Yeah, you guys peace out pretty quickly.
We did. I did not come to Trustwall to go to jail.
Mm-hmm.
What did you come to Trustwall for?
I don't know.
Well, we're tired. We've been traveling a long time. We've been sailing. Wanted to take it easy for a few days.
Sure, yeah, I'm not trying to pry. Just curious where you were going.
Yeah, I'm just curious why you're mad.
I love the voice he gives.
Somebody's life story. I'm gonna need a drink. You gorgeous. What's your name?
You go over and see the woman with darker hair is the journal barmaid.
Adeline? I would like a round for all of these terrible people and for myself. And what's the difference between these three beers? Honestly, I've got to admit, I can't. Actually, I don't know what. They all taste the same to me. Is that a round of all beers for everybody?
Yeah.
Actually, if it's all the same, I'm not really an ale fan. Yeah, fire whiskey.
Fire whiskey.
We can get you some liquor.
Could I have some milk?
Please.
Can I have no?
All right. She walks away.
Did you heard that I wanted milk?
Aw.
I don't know. I'm going to ask for one of each of these beers because I want to have a tasting competition, and I'm not going to be drinking alone. So.
I wander away from these two with their questions and I sit down with Molly.
Caleb, you want to see something cool?
Yes, I would love to see something cool.
I show Caleb where I etched the dick in the table.
Oh.
Ah!
Yeah.
Bring it back.
Bring it back.
Right?
Back in the table.
It's a dick.
Oh.
Oh.
It's a stick. Oh my god.
I have actually. I've been an artist since I
Aw.
was
I think that's what they look like.
I can tell. That is
young. I've seen a lot of things.
Ah!
What most of them
I'm
look like.
already in my house.
What?
So, where do you two come from?
Us two?
Yes, you two with the horns?
Oh, I don't know what he comes from. You think we all come from the same place?
That's not what I said. Feel free to
anything like that.
That is really inconsiderate.
Oh my god.
He's purple.
He's purple.
Blue.
Yeah.
He's
Which is pretty rare,
kind
okay?
of every color.
Very true.
I'm from
Casual.
Nico Drago.
Yeah, I remember when we started the first campaign and all those places just came in a split second. And
I'll show you how we
I'm from Redman, Chicago. Oh yes.
I'm from the circus.
I'm from the
The
circus.
So traveling away
Oh, yeah. Quite a while.
since a child.
Oh, as long as I can reasonably remember, at the very least. It's been a while.
But in the last place we hunkered down, it was all taken from me. We were in one of those prisons before. Am I sharing too much? I'm sharing too much, aren't I? We were in a prison. They took all of our belongings, and I lost all of my collections.
Aww.
I had a lovely rock collection. I
Collection.
had a record collection.
Ooh.
I had a stick collection.
Sticks.
Okay.
Yeah, it's all gone now.
Shiny things though.
I
What
love
about
that.
shady
I
things,
don't
though?
have any right
Because
now.
I think if you have sticky fingers for sticks and rocks, I don't think that will get you in trouble.
Oh.
True. True. But they were like people's canes and
Oh
things.
my. Oh my god. I said it goes up to old people.
Oh, best.
My god. But like, but they were a cave.
I suppose they
They need
them.
They need them.
Oh
Isn't there?
my god, the people just go like,
I'm sorry. I think I need clarification. If sticks mean things like valuable Canes, what are rocks?
Yeah.
You know, those rocks that humans wear on their
Oh,
fingers.
yeah.
Around their necks and stuff. They're really nice rocks.
Really nice
We
rocks.
don't have many of those at the moment.
Would it be fair to say the more that someone desires something, the more your interest increases?
Oh, I don't care about the people who have them. I just like pretty things.
Right?
Yeah. Oh, toys. Anything really.
Well, keep an eye out for things that you would like.
No.
Oh my god.
Stop enabling it.
Help with that?
I mean, I can if you want.
No!
No.
Point it out.
That would be.
I really hope they deal with like a whole like addiction.
Yeah.
Where
Taking the things, or do you just like gifts?
No, it's the collecting.
I like the collecting.
It's kind of like it's like a nervous tick a little bit.
And are you
Like
good
a
at it?
spasm.
Do you get caught?
Well, would you like a demonstration?
Yes.
No.
Yes.
Now, just if I may, we are already in a little bit of a pickle.
Steal something from me. Want me to
no.
close my eyes?
Sure, that'd make it really easy.
Oh
Are they closed? All right. To practice here, I'm gonna do a shot.
All right.
Oh my god.
Crack my knuckles.
Just don't take the thing on my waist, cause he'll be pissed.
He'll be pissed.
What?
What?
Who?
Who?
What's on your waist?
I'm looking at her waist. What's on her
What's
waist?
on your waist?
What's on your waist?
My symbol to the traveler.
Oh. All right, I'll go to her left butt cheek pocket and fish around.
I'm in a dress. I don't have a pocket on my butt cheek. But you can try.
What pockets do you have?
I would have like pockets in the front of my dress, and maybe like a little pouch on my head.
I'll do the head pocket.
All right, go and make a sleight of hand check. You close your eyes and feel a tug and a shake. Yes.
Plus 8. Oh.
What's your passive perception?
Let me guess. 10.
No, it's 13.
Oh, yeah, so yeah, you totally feel.
You're doing great.
Oh my god.
Well, this is not how it usually works.
Oh.
Oh, this is embarrassing.
Oh.
I had the one skill and I failed at it.
I have the one skill.
Okay, you can keep practicing, okay?
You know, there's that one magic trick that you're able to do. Would you like to show them the magic trick you do? I pull out a small red clay, like ceramic bowl, and then I pull out a copper piece. There, you know the trick. Right?
Yes, I know the trick. Takes a little bit of time, doesn't it? You're good. Okay. I do know one piece of magic. Feast your
This is so cute.
eyes
This is so cute.
on the sacred money pot of school.
This is so good.
No. If you place a copper piece into this pot and say the magic words, what are the magic words again?
Fabulous.
Fabulous. It will turn into a silver piece.
Oh.
So should I say it?
I want to hear you say it anyway.
Only I can say it. For everyone has their own magic word, and it won't work with you.
What is happening?
The ancient order of the school. Fabulous!
That is a silver coin.
Oh my
Hold on a minute. Does this mean the silver I won from you was actually copper?
No, it only works up.
Great. 6 for the silver.
What? No, I weren't giving you the silver piece, just showing you a bit of magic. And this pot is actually quite powerful. You can do that once a day.
Oh.
If you'd like to purchase it.
Can you turn this into a gold piece?
It only works once a day.
It only works once a day.
Well, tomorrow can you make it gold?
I think it only does the copper to silver.
The magic is not that, we've talked about this, it's not that strong.
It's a mild magic, but if you'd like to purchase it for us, we can sell it to you for 5 gold.
5 gold for 1 silver a day? That doesn't add up.
Well, by the end of the week, you make money.
Well,
No.
Well, a discount for friends, 3 gold.
3 gold.
And for that, we'll teach you your own magic word.
Pretty good.
Don't do it.
40 days.
40 days?
You can do it once a day forever. You have it for the rest of your life.
Yeah, but I have lots of money. I don't need it.
But this is free money that you don't have to work for.
I don't know.
They basically helped us out today, you could do it for £1 for them.
Oh, 1 gold.
That's a really good deal. Did you hear how much he gave me a deal?
Oh.
Okay.
Oh my god.
You give him a gold?
Yes,
All right, take gold, please.
Hold on, let me make sure I have it. Where's mine?
You got it's the second button.
Oh, currency.
Yeah.
Gold. Okay. 1 down.
Thank you. There you go.
What's my magic word?
I mean, what's good is if they all end up traveling together.
Yeah, they can all use
have
it.
yeah.
So that's fine.
You have to agree upon it, and you have to focus on
Hopefully
that
they
word
share the-
for 1 full day while you're in possession of the pot.
Okay.
Yes, so
You watch that copper piece become silver.
How about stinky doody?
Oh my god.
That is unique.
Yeah.
I'm sure no one else
Yes.
has possession of that arcane power word. So
Yes,
I
yes.
thought that you focus on it all day tomorrow,
Okay.
but you really have to focus.
Super a lot of focus. Stinky doody.
Stinky dude.
Thank you for this.
It's a pleasure doing business with you. Does that answer your questions? I've got some for you.
That's very pretty.
Yeah, you have questions for
Support
me?
the arts.
Yes.
Okay.
How does someone like you, a human, right?
Yeah.
How do you come by learning halfling?
My parents were in the winery business, the wine making business, and halflings really like wine.
Whatever, everyone likes wine.
That's true. That's true.
Some people.
There's some halflings just deal in wine a lot, and a lot did in the town that I'm from. And then my parents wanted me to like keep up with the books and all that stuff, so it kind of forced me to learn halfling. I was around it a lot.
What town was that then?
It's close by here, right?
It's a few. It's a bit of ways. It's Komoda. Yeah, it's a small farming town. It's no big deal. It's whatever.
Definitely more to it.
Yeah. Show you there.
Nope, just in one.
Because those chances are talking around the
Yeah.
answer.
The rest to go.
Well, I mean, I was really impressed.
Here's the thing though, if you guys are gonna be traveling together,
should
it's
be
like you best
honest.
not, yeah. But what's gonna be good is that they're gonna
Yeah.
reveal it as they go on.
Being about 1 o'clock in the morning at this time, and the energy of the tavern has kind of come to a quiet crawl. Those who are keeping their cups are either snoring or in the process of preparing to go to sleep. You watch as Adeline, the barmaid, is walking around cleaning up tables, and suddenly all the windows in the room open with a heavy impact, and there's a burst of wind that comes through. And you watch as the 2 Crown's Guard that were outside, flanking the opening doorway, suddenly rush and look in. And look about a lot of you.
Sorry, drinking. I have 2 extra. I did order 2 extra. 2 extra?
And they both just slowly curl back to their perimeter.
Here you go.
Yeah, circus. Woo! Circus. It's coming to town.
Just
Like if they keep making attention on themselves, it's gonna be bad.
Oh,
You want to see a trick? I'm well into my second trust at this point. I can show you a trick. Young lady, if you would assist me, please step up onto the table.
Absolutely.
Don't break anything.
Just your minds. And I begin to weave my hands in a slow slow circle around the other, and a globe of golden light poofs out and floats out.
I put my hands and feet out, sort of in a just a akimbo sort of pose.
And a second little globule of light.
I feel it coming.
Hit me!
At the same time, come out of my hand. And then they amass upon my little companion
Oh my God.
and form a similar sized little humanoid of light that then coincides with
Oh my
my
God.
little friend, and she is glowing golden on a table in the middle
Oh.
of the nest of milk.
He's always singing all the time.
Thank you. Thank you.
In class, in the
Very
back
nice.
rooms, see it. One of the drunken gentlemen comes to semi-conscious and goes, "That is impressive,"
Oh.
and then passes back out of the table.
How did you learn to do that?
That was, I mean, I could always do that a little bit as a kid.
Don't poke me with
This
a
is a knife.
Well, right now she's inspecting it.
Right now, there's
You take a fork off the table and
No, don't, no.
Don't want them. Don't be such a baby.
Baby.
she pushes and it kind of bruise hurts a bit. You watch as this kind of
Ew!
begins to fall out with a thick viscosity and a lot of it. And you all of a sudden feel like you
so
you
bad for her.
are beginning to erupt and you feel awful and then you blink a few times and it's just a bruise.
Ah.
You can just assume.
Oh!
What's going on?
Why is there
My
cackling?
bruise is in the shape of a dick.
Oh my god.
What?
What?
That would be really cool.
That would be
I just want to make sure I'm gonna push on it a bit more. I think it's okay, you're fine. Alright.
Huh.
I think I need some sleep, you guys.
It's Gustav, the person who runs your circus. Is he your friends? Is he
He's family.
He's family.
We take care of each other. He's a good man.
So what's your play tomorrow?
Well, they have all my things. They have all my family. I'm going to figure out what is going on. Try and find out what's actually doing this. I assume since it's none of us, it's going to happen again.
But how then? Because we can't leave this tavern.
Well,
Were Caleb and I not instructed to not leave
Oh,
the town?
yeah.
We
No,
received
you
no
weren't
formal instruction.
that formal instruction. No, the rest of you were told to leave the tavern until further notice.
I'm sure if we sleep on it, I'll think of something.
Leave in the morning. The same way we got in.
That's true.
How'd you get in?
I would show you now, but I'm out of spells.
Very fun, was it?
No, I was making sure she wasn't a zombie. I thought she might be.
Well, oh wow, trust.
That's fair.
Yeah.
So you get,
She got clawed,
a
right?
bit, yeah.
Alright. Hey, bitches, I'm gonna go to bed.
Hey, bitch.
Where exactly am I going to be sleeping, by the way? I mean, I can sleep down here, but it might be
Well,
nice.
if you would like to share my room, you can.
No.
Well, you don't mind, and I'm going to pull the swords off finally and just sort of start, get comfortable out of the performance clothes.
I'm in Jester's room. Still, I think.
All right.
Sleeping on the floor in my bedroom.
As she starts to go to sleep, I want to draw in my sketchbook and tell the traveler all about the cool things that I saw.
Aww.
And I'm going to draw like the red-faced guard as I pretended I was a zombie.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm going to draw Molly's horns all full of blues and stuff. And I'm going to draw this stack of books.
The monster attack?
And I'm going to draw, like a zombie, but like as an old man, and then like
like as he's biting,
Oh my
his
God.
gums just fall out and he's got no teeth.
Yeah.
All right. Fairly decent sketches, actually.
Yeah.
All right. And you eventually find yourself safe. The rest of you go to your respective rooms and find yourselves falling into a night's rest. As the evening comes to a close and the morning brings you to consciousness, you are rested, so you're healed up. Your spells are restored.
Yay.
The one rest feature of D&D Beyond.
We had a button.
That's so there's a button.
No, the spell's back.
There's a button for it.
Whoa, nothing changed. I messed up.
All right. So,
What? I lost 10 hit points? What the fuck? I've done something terrible.
I've done something terribly wrong.
Fuck you, Don.
Aww.
Wait, no, you're putting temporary hit points
No,
on.
no.
What are you doing?
Who was this during the break?
Oh my god. Self-destruct.
Was the iPad?
all right. So, come in consciousness in your respective rooms. Cold morning air, it's a bit frosty. The windows to each of your rooms have a bit of that kind of curled bit of frost on the outskirts of the glass. It's probably 8 or 9 in the morning at this point in time, and the day is yours. What do you wish to do?
As I wake up, I sit up and I go, Jester, were you like laughing to yourself last night? Just got up here and giggling. It's like kind of obnoxious.
I'm sorry.
Just get ready.
All right. As a note too, for all the drinks you guys drank last night, I'll put you back about 1.5 gold.
Molly, that's your tab, right?
All but the one you bought me?
Yeah, except for that one.
Except for that one.
Ah, to be fair, I didn't give you that story.
It's true.
I very carefully start unfolding my robe and it has my swords very carefully laid out in my closet. I do a little prayer. Keep everything back on.
Right. Praying over your swords.
Yeah.
Oh, interesting.
Is that part of your thing?
You seem honest. What? Swords are magic. They're, according to my mom, go back in our family generations
Oh, yes.
to a very unusual, rare line of tiefling that came from a demon of ice that lived inside a volcano.
Okay.
And our family, take this with a grain of salt, were royal guards and were entrusted with these magic swords. And these swords can only be activated by the blood of the royal family. And so, in honor of any fighting I ever do with them, I make sure that my blood is at least strong once.
Oh, wow.
Oh.
It's quite the story. Can I insight check?
Please do it.
15.
What are I fighting against?
Speak yourself.
Deception? I'm lying like a motherfucker.
Well, thank you for sharing that honest story with me. It means a lot.
That's why there's gonna be a lot of lore with this.
All right.
Can I go knock on Ford's door?
Sure.
Hey, Ole, good morning.
Is there a warning or something?
Of course.
AOA yourselves.
Hey, do you want to get out of here?
Yeah, we said we were going to do that, didn't we?
Well, we sneak out, and then we go find out why they're zombies.
It's a detailed plan.
Yes.
All right. You take anybody with us?
Well, if they can make themselves not look like themselves, then sure.
Fair enough. You want to ask him again?
Hey, Bo,
Nah.
Nah.
what you can do to make yourself not look like you?
I take my robes, I kind of flip them inside out, and I take some dirt, dirty it up a little bit, and I take my hair down, and steal a scarf off of Jester's stuff, and I kind of
Oh my God.
put it on my head.
Like a bandana around your head.
Oh.
Yeah, it's not gonna
Not
cut it.
flying.
Not quite what we had in mind.
Yeah.
What you guys doing? You guys leaving? You guys fucking leaving? You're not leaving that again.
Yeah.
Of course, we're coming back. No.
Good.
She's right.
I guess get down with you. Let's get down.
Oh my god.
Back.
Let's see if Caleb and his little friend downstairs first.
Okay.
Yeah, drinks.
Right.
Okay, the two of you, unconsciousness, what are you up to?
Get some breakfast, I guess. Yeah, we're already done.
We've already gone down
We're already gone, we're having breakfast. I'm leaving a note with the barkeep for Yasha if she comes back.
there. Okay. So,
Guess they go down and have breakfast as well.
yeah, as you guys wander down, you find Caleb and Not already at the table and Molly returning from the bar after delivering that note.
We all got it out.
He's like,
Oh my god.
And that's like
Oh my god.
it's like a little dog.
If we could, where did you just fucking shit? We were thinking of maybe finding our way outside, but yeah, for a bit. I don't want to presume anything, but you have the ability to change the way you look.
To change the way I look.
Yeah,
To leave the inn?
yeah, assume a different form.
Why would I do that to leave the inn?
we can find out why they're zombies.
Why wouldn't I just walk out of the inn?
Oh, well, because we were told we can't leave the inn.
We weren't told that.
Supplies.
Not just dirt on the fingernails.
Yeah, easy enough.
I'm going to help Bo. And oh, you know what I'm going to do for you? I'm going to use my disguise kit. I'm going to give you a beard.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Like a dude.
Okay.
Because that's like, yeah, that's a good disguise, right?
Yeah.
And a mustache.
Okay.
Yeah. And a hat.
Love it.
Love
You
it.
really had to sell it though. And act like a dude.
I think I can do that.
Yes.
Yes.
I'd like you to,
Further, I take down the boobs, bandage them down all the way, wrap them,
alrighty.
stuff my crotch a little bit.
Oh my god.
Go ahead and make a dexterity check. That's really exciting.
Do you want assistance with this?
Good.
Was he helping me?
I could if you want to. You want
Yeah,
to?
sure.
Alright, so take with advantage.
Oh, with advantage.
What are the advantage? Dexterity. 15.
15, okay. You actually managed to sell a decent disguise.
Yeah, 2 5 like shadow and
Yeah,
stuff.
like,
Yeah.
at a distance of about like 3 or 4 feet would be passable if and walking quickly by, but upon close inspection, you can see through it.
Those old kids supposed to use the magnet to pull the little fire.
More or less.
Yeah.
More or less. A suiting, like a medieval version of that, yeah. But impressive. Using the kit and using whatever scraps of clothing you can find in a mass, you managed to get a relatively kind of, I don't know, like top-notch Silver Lake hobo version of functionally ready to go.
Oh god, that's gonna be chaos.
It's gonna fall off.
How do you sound? Say words. You're manly.
Manly words.
Man the words.
Mirror image.
Mirror image.
I got nuts.
I got nuts.
I'm gonna cast disguise self on myself as well.
Okay.
And turn myself into a human. With blonde hair. And she's going to be very clean looking.
Angeline.
Yes. Big lips.
Oh my god.
And like a couple like jewels on their fingers.
Okay. Just double checking here. This guy's off lasts for, is it an hour? Yeah.
Also.
Yeah. All right, great. So while doing that, you can using your disguise kit.
I mean, well, look, can I get myself, like, I assume I've just got like some very basic black robe that just, and then
Yeah, with the cloak and the hood and with makeup, you could probably pass for human as long as you keep the hood up and, you know, keep most of your more ostentatious
I'm
stuff.
sure I've got a set, so I'm gonna, yeah.
Go ahead and make a dexterity check with your disguise kit.
Do you want help?
Yes, please, this is a little work. Oh, it's an actual trouble.
Nice.
All right. Between kind of making your skin tone more of a natural kind of a tan, kind of peach humanoid color, bring the hood up. You actually pull some of your hair forward and adhere it a bit around the horns, so it looks like a bit of a cluster of hair in the front. You manage to tuck in and tie your robe behind you, or your usual clothing, and then using an overrobe to hide most of the material, and you kind of just look like a dude passing through. So with that, your disguises are complete, your spells are cast.
Is that your human face?
While I do all that, I want to stroll outside and see if there's Crown Guard outside or what. I'm just going to get a breath of fresh air and see what's on the street outside of this place.
Okay. As you exit, there are two gentlemen in
Oh my
full
god,
clothes
this is
here.
gonna go so.
One is standing
absolutely.
outside, the other is currently sitting in a chair, and as soon as you watch past, they're both just going to stand you up and down, continue to watch you pass by.
And there's only just the two?
Just the two that you can see at the front, yes.
Okay. So I just take a minute or two, I go back inside.
Okay.
Okay. And sort of not shoulder and say, we're good, yeah, I think we're good.
Excellent.
Should we try to do this then?
Yeah, twos. They're saying
Yeah, of course, not all at the
So
same
cool.
time, that's obvious.
level 2, trying to get out of the fucking end.
Level 2, try to get out of the fucking in.
So anxiety
And
here.
just, never mind, I didn't do it at the time, I can't do it now. No recon, never mind.
I'm going to swap down over with you privately. I still think that this is a bad idea. but
I appreciate that too. Like when people retcon things, it's
Well, it's
like
just that, listen,
that's
there's
like
no
that's bad
offense,
for like
but
writing.
I enjoy our talks and your schooling and everything, but I haven't talked this openly and freely.
Aww.
It's
I'm
kind
not.
of amazing. Really, it's pretty nice, isn't it?
Aww.
Still, if this goes.
I'm glad that they're
I
still
know.
having
the
like.
first one's out the door.
Third conversation
Yeah.
They'll never know who we were. Killed or not. I don't say that too much. I mean, yes, they do know that we're killed or not, yes. Alright. Okay, so we're doing this.
Because it makes sense that they're not like trustworthy.
Yeah.
See where it leads.
Can I walk up to knock?
No, no, yes, we were talking.
Do I like my outfit?
Oh my god, no way.
What are you?
What are you?
I'm just a young girl from the village.
No, I'm just a young girl from town.
Toad!
Anything, I should go get my father.
Guys. Oh my god, they make it so obvious.
Uh-huh.
You look like.
I know, this is how good I am in magic.
So much
Check
charisma.
me out.
Oh my god.
Are you living here or not?
Well, are you afraid you'll be propositioned on the street? Those lips are very big.
I'm coming to give you the blessing.
What's that? What does that do?
It helps you with your spells.
Oh, the stealthy thing. Yes, thank
No.
you so much. I'll
Okay,
accept
that's
it. Yes.
But I'll see you outside at some point, okay? Don't be scared. Come up to me.
Oh my god. They're gonna make it so obvious.
Uh-huh.
Not my first.
Oh, are we going out in pairs? Like you said. Are we going out in pairs?
Bears.
I wouldn't notice any of this.
I imagine you guys have been using your disguise kits in your own rooms and chambers. Other than that, no one immediately seems to be noticing. Make a perception check.
Not
Please.
God,
Please.
stop.
Yeah.
Let's call that a
14.
14. Okay.
You do see Yorda, the barkeep, who's kind of in the process of wiping out some glasses at the end, just kind of occasionally getting a glance over to you guys as you're walking around.
Mm-hmm.
You want him with?
Yeah.
Don't do anything
no.
stupid.
Mm-hmm.
Mouth shut.
Oh my god, know this is gonna go so bad.
Show me how you walk. Maybe a little less. It's not.
Stop.
It's like again on Sims when you pick
Sims
up.
walks.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. I'll say for the purpose of this, each of you make a performance check.
What is
Oh no! Why?
Shit,
What are you
stop.
doing?
She's getting abused
I know.
on this episode.
Yeah. Yep.
No, we got it 20.
Okay. What?
Okay.
I'm always like listening to her roll
I know.
specifically.
Holding your breath. At a peripheral, you can see the kind of deep red
Oh my god,
symbols
stop. I'm
of
so nervous.
Crown Scar armor flanking you as you breach the outer porch of the tavern, stepping down to the dust, to the main street, curve to the left, and see or hear any reaction from that.
Oh, thank God.
Thank God.
So I go just a little bit after.
He doesn't that build up thing. He's like,
Yeah.
no.
3 for the night?
Yep. What color is that dog?
Gold now.
It seems to be iron like my will.
Alrighty. It may not have been listening to after all, you asshole.
You asshole.
You know magic swords?
Apparently. You saunter by without an issue. By saunter, I mean you stumble through.
I know.
And you hear a cough at one point. It kind of just pauses you a moment, but you just continue on without notice.
Oh, everybody's leaving and I didn't have a partner.
It's fine.
You can come with us if you'd like.
I feel like you guys are kind of noticeable, and why would I be this really beautiful woman living with a stinky guy?
Oh.
You couldn't come again, but you just have shit smeared.
Oh.
You're laughing. Holy shit.
But you could travel with me. Yes, I could be your daughter.
I could be your
Yes,
daughter.
and we're a couple, and he's our god. Or something, I don't know.
Yeah, you leave after us, Caleb, okay?
It's simpler for you to walk on yourself.
No, we are not going to go together. Okay, come on now. I'm sorry.
No, she's sorry, she's
Sweetie, let's go.
Caleb is just getting
I
fucked
know.
over.
Alright, you guys don't have to make a performance check because you guys did before and you are completely visually different.
Yay!
So you guys passed through without an issue. And then Caleb, you can follow up behind as you are not currently under direct
Sure.
guard of the tavern. They do notice you exit. And they're aware of your presence, but you are not confined to the tavern. Alright, so you guys all manage to slowly come together a few blocks down and out of the sight of the Crown Guard guarding the Inn. And where are you off to?
Where should we go?
Let's just keep walking for now.
Should we walk towards the carnival? Where the zombies were?
Who was he? Would be my question.
Oh, right. We should find out where he's from. How do we do that? Should we ask around and say,
The one who died, you mean?
anybody know where the old guy came from? That turned into a zombie.
That's a good one.
It seems to be the most appropriate thing to ask at this point.
Why would we find some public places and just gossip a bit, see if anybody's heard of him, if they're
Spread the
friends,
gossip.
the surface last night.
I mean, that is sometimes how you get fit yourself,
Yeah.
especially like video games.
Yeah.
Like you find things out,
Maybe there was
and then you
more.
like piece
Yeah,
it
especially
together.
villages too.
Mm-hmm.
Long.
He smelled
Wind Waker.
Yes, exactly what I was thinking.
Let's go to, like, is there a market
Yeah, let's
area?
find a market, exactly.
Yeah, I mean, it's not like a large bazaar, but there is an area that is generally where a lot of the simple wares and vegetables and meats and you know, people who sell small things that they craft their own. So it's a small market. If you want to make an investigation check.
16.
Okay. By going around and asking questions and inquiring and trying to prod people to just talk about what transpired the night before, the information you gather involves that the man who passed away, his name is Enon Brinje.
Okay. I swear, if he's just a regular guy, I'm
Yeah.
He's a standard human being in his early 80s.
Okay.
He is old, but healthy, it seems.
He's old. God, poor
Was
guy.
he in good health?
Seemed to be in good health for his age. I mean,
So our war against the old continues.
apparently.
The Logan's Run.
Yeah, that's. He seemed to have been retired for quite some time, but had been making little bits here and there, just kind of helping the fishermen move fish to and from the outside of the lake. He wasn't really well known. You know, the reason people are talking about him now is because the word's gotten around the gossip about him. But for the most part, he was kind of one of the many faceless people that lived in the town. And a handful knew his name and.
He was literally just. That's so fucking sad.
Maybe where he was drinking. I'm sure. I mean, he had a
Oh my god! Like, I was thinking, like, oh, someone came.
And to be drinking at the old Mudhole Tavern.
That's his favorite place.
Is that with the weird E spelling?
No, just old.
I'm always a fan.
I know.
Yoldy. It is pronounced the. See the E.
And then,
I should point out this is the second sort of connection to the Oosterlak.
What?
Well, before we met up with you two, we fought off a wicked, secret, water snake.
came about the lake for some reason.
Is this a metaphor or is this actually a real thing?
Snakes.
I punched a snake
Very
to
large.
death.
Snake's dead.
What? There's snakes in the circus last night, but that wasn't related to the attack, I suppose.
It's a little bit
Sure,
short.
How long snake are we talking about?
Oh, it was a big, like a sea, like a lake snake, like a giant water snake, and the locals were complaining about more and more instances of these snakes coming out of the lake.
And this fellow who died was a fish, or worked with the fishermen
Yeah.
in the lake?
He took some jobs with them. Do
Oh,
we
God.
know? Did anybody see him the day of the
Nice
conflict?
of water.
Was he working with anyone at that?
You don't find any of that information. That would be kind of a tense investigation. Then you have to go beyond just asking questions around a market for it.
Is the lake within the city limits?
Yeah.
I mean, it's technically considered part of the city. It might not be.
We could go back over there.
The
and talk
docks
to-
and the tavern.
Where's the old Mudhole Tavern at?
Multiple Tavern, you've been to before.
Because I was doing my rounds.
Yeah, when you first entered the city.
Yeah.
So
The
you can
lock word, is that what we're talking about?
the lockboard is where the old Mulhole
Building
is.
is.
Yeah, the lockboard is to the eastern side of the entire city. The lockboard is like the central one.
The woods border the lake.
Love this snake.
Alright, so you make your way to the old Mulhole. Entering inside, it is a dark dive of a bar. You've been there once before. Yeah, it smells heavily of old wet wood, ale stain, and peanuts.
Peanut.
On the
Specific.
it's a very small area, and on the 4 tables that are there, they're mostly empty except for one old man who's sitting there in the process playing a game of solitaire with his cards. And what looks to be a man in his 30s thumbing through a book. It would be the barkeep if there were more patrons at the moment. He's kind of just flipping through and next up and gives you a look as you enter. Can I help you? You're looking for drinks? Can I get you anything?
Yeah, I would really love a drink. I sit down next to him. What do you have? I need something heavier than a trust. I've had enough trusts to last me a lifetime.
We have liquor.
I'll take your liquor.
I'll get some whiskey for you then. Whiskey, everyone?
Sure. You two, please.
Sure.
It's okay, she's my daughter.
My God, Jester.
I don't even remember what voice I was
Oh.
I will let her have any whiskey she wants. Oh, that's pretty good.
That's
That's pretty good. 17.
This is my daughter.
Alright.
Really good. Top girl.
He goes and lines up a few small containers, fills whiskey for all of you. Alright, around about something about 8 silver for the batch.
I have that.
Pull out 8 silver and oh, wait, silver did you say? I do not have 8 silver.
It's okay, I have it.
You do?
Sure. Sure.
Sure.
Takes it over, puts it away, slides the drinks to the rest of you, and goes back to his book and just starts thumbing through again.
Honestly, it's been a terrible.
And this is why I like how this is
24
live,
hours.
because it shows you that they are even messing things
Yeah,
up. It's
yeah.
Last night, and
like nothing has to be
the
perfect.
man, the old man, Grimcheck.
Yeah. He looks up and goes, it's sad to see him go, and many of us were wondering when day was going to be.
Did you know?
Well, he came in almost every day to drink, yeah. So lonely,
It's a terrible way to go.
That is so. It was just a regular old dude, and he had it.
Doesn't bother me one way or the other.
But they did say with the no old people.
Yeah.
Do you know who I was talking to the day of the carnival?
So. The day of the carnival.
I don't recall. Sometimes he would tell stories. Trevor was willing to listen, and
That's
no one
sad.
else was willing to listen.
Oh.
Was he here that day?
Yesterday,
Yeah.
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 Cindy came just odd jobs, ways to get by until the end of his days, which now that they've come, may he rest and not have to do odd jobs yet ever again. He doesn't poison their whiskey.
Do you know who he was doing odd jobs for that day?
Your lady voice is worse than mine.
To be honest, if he did, I wasn't paying attention.
I'm sure his family were missing very much.
Nobody nearby. He had a son about 35 years ago, but him
That is sad.
Did he work for any of the particular breweries around?
I don't know. Maybe.
That is sad. And I hate hearing stories about like old folk are left alone.
Yeah.
Where did he sit in here?
Kind of points over to not the table the guy's been solitaire at, but an empty table to the right of him. Usually right there in the corner.
I sit in the corner. Yeah, I'm going to look for anything I can find that looks like an old man was touching it.
Okay.
Your
Make an
voice.
investigation check.
Okay. Because I'm really good at these investigations. 12.
Well, it looks like probably old person touching.
Okay. Yeah. Great.
Old person touching. Yes.
Yes,
The
yep,
table,
yes.
The table's very old and warped in places, stains all over it. It's not a very good table. It's seen some rough days.
If we were to go down to the docks and ask after a few people that you worked with, is there anyone you know that we should speak to or familiar with?
I apologize. I served him drinks and pretended to listen to him many times, but that was
Oh,
no intention.
pretended.
What the hell?
That is so
That's
fucked
disgusting.
up.
That's
That
sad.
wasn't hypothetical.
Because that's what people do. It's like, what? Oh my god.
I apologize. I spent most of my days reading. He kind of lifts the book.
Hey,
You read?
Cycle guys.
We've got
I'm gonna, so while they're doing this, I'm gonna saunter over to the card player.
Okay.
Can I see what's on the spine of that book? You want to?
I decline inside it. It's in Zenin, which you can read. But it says, this translation from about to the rosed embrace.
The romance novel.
That was, yeah.
Saw you on the cover?
That's a trashy novel. It's a good one. I don't, no judgment.
No
It's
judgment.
trashy. It's very tasteful.
It's not touching.
Oh, no, I mean, I'm fluent in singing and I've read all his works. So,
Have you?
mutual friend.
I realized there was another Samuel family.
No.
Which is your favorite?
Oh.
I love The Farthing's Embrace.
I don't get that one.
It's an early one. He actually did it under a pseudonym. He did a whole series under that pseudonym. Short stories.
What does it begin? He goes over and grabs a piece of chalk from the back of him and starts like writing on it. What was it? Was
Farthing's Embrace. Yes.
Oh my God, I did not know about this. What's that? We have to sign up so as a dash and see if we can find some of those books.
Then you were a big reader or just Samuel?
Just reading a Samuel. I read on occasion. It depends on what you can find.
I read a lot, but all I've been able to find in this town is that parchment place.
The parchment place is good for trash. If you're looking for unique stuff, there's a few places you can go instead.
Here in town.
Shit.
Here in town, yeah. If you're having a hard time finding a specific book, I would recommend going to Burnished Biblos.
Burnished Biblos. Which ward is that in?
Oh, that's in the North Ward. Just on the outskirts of the main market street. It's kind of a bit of a cluttered mess, but Ogden will be happy to help you there.
Ogden?
Ogden.
Ogden. That is good to know. Thank you.
Not to worry.
Those are hard to find. The Father's Embrace.
Oh, I can imagine so. I can't be back that.
Well, he wasn't as proud of them, early work and all that.
Of course. But I've contacted Lexington properly. Where can I find it in Zadash? I'll get it from Lexington.
That would be the place.
What's your name?
My name is Caleb.
Caleb.
Yeah.
Pleasure to meet you. I'm Bosner.
Boston. Pleasure.
Oh. That's so cute.
Boston. I'm taking my leave now.
Of course. If anybody else is a reader as well, some of us come by and talk sometimes.
No.
Not there at all.
It's been quite a day.
Is there pictures?
Is there pictures?
Pictures are up in here.
Oh, sounds exciting.
Yeah.
Voice.
I sneak my undrunk whiskey to not.
I take out my flask from my leg, unscrew it, and pour it in.
Yeah. All right.
What do you guys think? Should we stay here or should we go somewhere else?
We gotta get Molly.
So I just sat down for a moment with the solitaire player.
Sure.
They say solitaire is a game for the death obsessed. There's inevitability to every hand. Most of them are rightly do. In the interest of buck fate and just try to hand it an opponent for once. No money, just for money.
Take your family, whiskey away.
That is so sad.
Walk the circus.
Because you know he definitely
Yeah,
talk with each
close,
other.
yeah.
So, that's what you think happened to him then? I feel like there's something evil afoot.
Says the devil.
Again, I've been called worse. Sure you are in your time as well.
He takes the drink, sips it. So come out here, don't you?
I take my cup back. Down it. I lost my thanks.
Head outside.
All right.
Well, that was revealing.
Well, we learned a few things actually. He's a prime target for perfect victim, perfect candidate. No one really paid attention to him.
So
He was old,
sad.
family, his son is gone. Awfully convenient. Still awfully convenient that your little circus doesn't allow the elderly, which you
Yeah.
never fully explained, and he happened to be one of the oldest people in that circus. Where did that rule come from? The sick makes sense. I asked you that before, but why elderly?
Yeah.
That rule's been around for as long as I can remember because it makes people think the show's dangerous. Gives them a thrill.
No, there's got to be more.
A heart attack or something.
We're not really worried about people having a heart attack. We want people to be worried about having a heart attack because then they're more excited to come see the show. This is how these shows work.
Do you know the elements of that rule?
Before my time.
Yeah, there's got to be something.
These events, every carnival I've gone to has said no sick people, no old people.
So,
It's a boilerplate.
still a good candidate and a good,
If you're trying to hide doing something to someone, it's a great candidate. If I was trying to get away with something, terrible idea.
Or if you were trying to frame someone, seems to be a lot of pretty bigoted people in this town who don't like tieflings and other strange lots. Jester, you actually, I think, said one of the smartest things of the night, which is, you did, yeah, which is guards really weird.
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The guards are really weird. The ground guards. As you were saying,
What kind of weird?
Ursula? Like, you know, they, what kind of weird?
well, they seem to be the one through line, the one connecting through line. And also, what's her name? Norda mentioned that she didn't want to let you lock in, but made an exception. I don't know, I'm just saying, if I wanted to do something, and if I already knew a bunch of people were upset and angry at a circus and strange people coming in, it's easy framing, in my opinion.
I mean, yeah.
She makes about
Oh, like, if people are scared of carnivals, they won't want them in the future.
That, or if you're up to no good and you don't want to get caught, blame it on the easy train, the weirdos who just rolled into town.
Mm-hmm.
Great, so we just need to investigate the guards.
Oh, fuck.
It might be hard to do. Maybe we go down to the locker.
Start with the docks, but I'll keep that in mind.
Dogs. I don't know, it might not be the guard, there might be another through line that we're missing.
Do we need to question the guards?
That sounds terrible.
Maybe we should tell them they can't leave town.
Yeah. Maybe when they question us, we can.
Yeah.
I was about. I was just about to be very impressed, but I take it back.
How far is it from where we are to the locker room?
You guys are technically in the locker room, so it's a quick jaunt over to the edge of the Ustalok. So
Yeah, so the Ustalok is the docks, is what they call it.
yes, it's the giant lake. The docks are. The city is built against this giant lake. Canadian
What does
lake.
Usta mean? Where does Usta come from?
Do you speak Zemnian?
He
Just walking around.
Yeah.
Yes.
What is this time?
It means,
Do you know?
do I know?
I'm just
It's been a while, but
So
also
cool.
it means lake.
Ustalok.
It's not lake.
Usta.
Not likely.
Essentially, it just means an east lake.
East Lake.
East.
Alright.
That's very good.
It's not too complicated.
Okay.
Well, I'd like to avoid the guards for as long as possible.
Let's head down to the dock. Keeping an eye out for the ground guard.
Alright. So as you guys make your way towards the Ustalok, the dock ward there, we'll go take a break.
Nah.
See if
I know,
continue to
sorry.
unveil this mystery.
Griffin.
I suppose. Little low-level mystery here. Let's see where this goes. All right, guys. Let's be back here in a few minutes. We're going to take a quick restroom break. Pick it up from here. We have video at the break for this week's contest.
I wish we could
So
see like the
I know.
everything they show.
Pay attention to get the password and enter this contest, and we'll have the victor at the end of the break. So we'll be back here in a few minutes, and we'll see you then.
Aw. Okay. Oh my god. This is what I love about like so far is definitely Caleb and not. I just want to talk about this.
Relationship.
The way that Sam and Liam were talking to each
Yeah,
other
so
was
natural.
one of the most like natural dialogue-based scenes that I've seen within this so
Yes.
far. Because you could tell the dynamic, like Caleb's more like they're both kind of caretakers
To
for
each
each
other.
other, but it's like the way that Caleb is talking
Yeah.
to Not is very like I'm not talking down to you, I'm talking with
Yeah,
you.
and they just
I'm
wanna make sure everyone's
including
okay,
you.
yeah.
Yeah, and the thing is, the beauty of that scene was I was there again, like how it was last time when Matt was doing the action and everything else towards the circus.
Yeah.
I was there in such a simple conversation with that dialogue, and the importance of that is that they took the time to have that exchange.
add it, yeah.
And Matt didn't interrupt them. Matt wasn't like, "Oh my God, like you guys can't do this." He let it happen.
Yeah.
And the beauty of it is it happened itself. It wasn't just like, this is scripted, this was planned. This is live.
Yeah, that's why it's really important when you're writing or doing D&D that you know your characters. Yeah. Because it makes so much sense that they're questioning, like, if they trust everyone. Because, it's literally been, like, what, not even 20,
exactly.
Like, a few hours. That they've been together, so it makes sense for their characters to be like questioning everything and like make sure that they're both okay, because you could tell that they care about each other. So they're always asking like, "Are you okay?" Whatever, like, "What are we gonna do? What are we doing?" That kind of stuff. So it's really important with your writing and D&D in general to know your characters so you can have dialogue like that.
And the thing is, like, you have to understand, like, you'll see what I saw like within this. It's something called like character attraction. It's not that type of attraction I'm talking about. It's the attraction towards the character themselves with their dynamics. So it's like, if a characters, they kind of clash with each other, have that within the dialogue too. But the important thing is here is you could start seeing the character chemistry. First, you have the attraction, and then you have the chemistry. Totally different than relationships. This is just a technique that you want to use, is which Matt is using here, where it's like the characters slowly with their personalities, you'll see that, Jester and Not, like how they were interacting with each other. And it's like they started to like bond, and then the chemistry started happening with the magic trick and the bowl and everything else. And it's important for your own writing is not to make everybody get along at first.
Especially when you first introduce them together, when it is different groups. Like, it doesn't make sense. Like in real life, think about it. This is kind of like if you're in like high school and you sit down with a group that already knows each other and you're just sitting there, they're not going to just like welcome you in. They're going to question you, like, who are you, what do you like, that kind of stuff. So it makes sense for them all to kind of be questioning each other, because like real life that doesn't happen.
Yeah, I think it's like the beauty. One scene that also got to me, I was like, oh my god, this is really good, is when Molly was saying to Ford, like, oh my god, like, I'm telling you my backstory, but it was bullshit. It was complete bullshit. And it's like, he was right to kind of question it, but I feel like that's definitely with the swords and the prayer and everything else. There's something going on there.
I can't wait to learn everyone's.
I know, that's the thing. This episode really showed the mystery behind everyone, and it's like when you have those questions that are just in the back of your mind, you're thinking, as a writer, but it's like you're a writer, you're an actor, you're a voice actor within this moment, but you're also the characters themselves. Like we were saying, like with Critical Role, they are not themselves. They are the characters, and they're the characters live. You could even see them like change from their own personalities, which is amazing to see. It's like to know that there's this mystery and this questioning and everything that's going on about them is beautiful. And it's like the simple dialogue. See how that is? It's like you can have a compelling scene. There wasn't that much action within this episode. You could have compelling scenes within the dialogue and the exchange of two characters, because just that scene, the two scenes that we just mentioned, it showed that there's, Caleb and Not seem to be like for each other, especially they are the caretakers in a way, especially for each other, especially Caleb, because the way he talks to Not, I appreciate. And then you also have Ford, I'm saying it right, Ford and Molly, how they exchange that. It's like you definitely tell that Molly's I'm going to say he's not very trustworthy, but it's like he's keeping everything inside. He's a mystery of himself, and he's not telling everybody.
He's the only one who doesn't have someone with him.
I know, and that's why he's not. I don't think that he's kind of in a way talking around the question of what happened to this old man. Like you don't necessarily know. Like he may be saying, which I think he's being honest, like, oh, it's been like this since before my time. But I feel like there's a lot more mystery behind him. There's something there, and with Ford, it's like honestly, if you see someone like doing a specific thing, you're gonna be like, oh, I'm intrigued by this. What's your story? Especially if you're sleeping in the same room with them, you're gonna want to know, is this person gonna go freaking stab me to death if I go to sleep? So it's like you want to know this person's story. So it's like the exchange between these characters has been absolutely flawless in this episode, and it's like I want to see more of this. Like obviously you see the comedy, obviously you see them like all interacting outside of their characters, but it's like the four characters there, like how they did those exchanges. I'm like, that was absolutely brilliant. And it's like even when they're doing the disguises, everything else.
That's all I gotta say.
Now go back to that.
Oh god,
she was picked on.
Oh my god,
episode.
that's a Krillin moment.
Like oh my god, like the thing is episode number 2, and it's like the dice were not in her favor, obviously. But like I felt it's like go run. And it's like no, it's so sad because from Bo's perspective, you think like, oh my god, you're strong with a character, and then suddenly it's all like, no, it's a guys help. Guys help.
I felt so
it's like
bad.
she wanted to help so badly, which is what the ideal situation would have been, like the kid hurt her. But you could tell that in a way that kind of wouldn't have fit the story if you think about it, if she'd get away from it. As you can see, like with Matt, like Matt was trying to like steer the story this way, but it's like the dice were not in her favor, so Matt was like, oops, sorry.
Let it happen.
So it's good to see that everyone can make mistakes within the live D&D. And the beauty of it is because it is live, this stuff does happen.
Yeah, so they can't like edit it out. Or
and it's kind of showing you that that's a perfect example for Bo, is that my voice is literally going right now. For Bo, it's like showing you that, she can make mistakes. Like as the characters are, like they don't have to be perfect. It's a perfect example of like, do not favoritize your character. Do not make them, you know, like OP enough. Do not give them all this buff to be like, oh my god, look how amazing that they are. It's like why D&D is great is you have the dice.
That. You literally can't do it. Even if you want to, you can't.
Yeah, you can't give favoritism to anyone. You can't give everyone the center of attention. You have the dice, and the dice is like, bitch, you're not going to be favoritized right now.
That's why it's good for new writers to play D&D, because I feel like a lot of new writers now kind of like buff up their main characters. So like if you want to learn how to not do that, definitely play D&D.
And the thing is, what I want to appreciate in the beginning is Matt giving me kind of the outline of the story. So many new writers, instead of doing the show don't tell, they will literally
tell the entire
give the outline. And Matt was giving that for a recap. So if you're writing that way, like Matt gave the recap, don't write that way. He gave it as a recap. He gave that as a beautiful way of doing it. Is okay, guys, this is what happened. But that's fine. Like how he was brilliant how he did that. But if you're a new writer, so many new writers do this where it's like, I'm just gonna give an outline. Yeah. And they think that is the cornerstone of what writing is. Like, no. Use your outline and your notes as something to expand your story exactly like Matt did. You don't see Matt giving like recaps or outlines throughout the entirety of the story. No, you see him giving those outlines and recaps in the beginning. Yeah. And you want to know why? It's just to refresh you. That is in a way like a note in itself. Like if you are a writer and you're giving your own notes, it's like we kind of do. It's like when we write, it's like we give outlines for each chapter. But you don't see our outlines are never going to make it to like print because it's like we're never going to like show somebody that this is the outline. Because so many new like writers, what they do is they just depend on that. It's like, no. Have your characters tell the story. You know, you could learn exactly how Matt was doing. Learn from how he just did those dialogue and how he kind of made the story go forward. He allowed the characters to do
Subtle plug, but we actually have another Patreon called Sex Stories, and we actually did talk about like overwriting versus underwriting for world building in general. So if you are currently a patron, you can get it for $1 a month. But if you aren't a patron to AAOG is Geek, and you're just interested in getting like, you know, writing tips and stuff from our experience as writers, it's $5 a month for a bunch of content. So definitely check that out, because this is a perfect example of like how to do recaps. Because like she was saying, a lot of new writers struggle with that. So if you are interested, definitely check us out.
So I just want to, again, like the way they are telling this, it's like this episode, you can definitely tell everyone was much more character, like comfortable with the characters, they're much more chemistry. Obviously, they've been doing this for years with each other, but like the characters themselves have more chemistry, and they're really building upon those bonds already. Like you see who trusts who's going to be a problem with somebody, the dynamics of the characters already showing themselves and giving it light. So honestly, what I love seeing is that within episode 2, they cover those grounds.
I know, and it feels, it's so good. Yeah. Like, this is, like, I don't know what it is. I guess it's because it is live. The dialogue is just so brilliant.
And that's the beauty.
Shows can learn from this. That's what I'm saying. If you are creating a show or a story, but shows in general, like specifically anime, they can learn so much from dialogue just by watching D&D. Like, it doesn't even have to be Critical Role. There's other like campaigns you can check out, like from smaller creators that are still have that natural dialogue. And I feel like a lot of writers for shows specifically, I'm looking at you, Netflix. You can learn from this stuff, because like the way people in shows talk versus way they talk in stuff like Critical Role, you can't even compare it, because it feels forced. This just felt like two like friends and people who just met talking to each other.
And the thing is, for years now, it's like it makes me like, I'm not mad, but I'm happy about it, because it's like all like, you know, put the positive vibes and everything. But like for Critical Role in general, they started something amazing. And then you start seeing like bigger companies and everything trying to take what they did, and like you kind of in a way see them copying it but without giving credit, and it makes me kind of like teed off just a little bit, you know, again, not to be negative, but it's like it makes me mad, because it's like they started something amazing, then you have all these other people trying it and they failed to do so. It's kind of like when Hollywood tries to make anime
and it doesn't
and it fails. It's like, to me, I feel like that is just like thief almost, like being thieving. And it's like, it's great that it's like new things are coming out and you're like, oh my god, like they've inspired so much to be able to kind of make it mainstream and show people like this is where it started and this is where we are now. But it's like, if things like on Netflix or anything, if you see them kind of taking from Critical Role or anything, like I love when people like call people on their shit, because it's like, if you're gonna do that, why don't you just go and
say where the
inspirations came from? Because like for us in general, like we will say with our own writing, and this is why it's so important, have your inspirations, have people you get inspired by, have your heroes, but don't be them. You know, and it's because you want it, it's not plagiarism, because there's plagiarism, a totally different topic, but it's like you want to be able to give credit where credit is deserved to be. And that's why I love with Critical Role, because you could see live that they will make jokes, they will give references to other like pop culture media, they will say it, and that you don't even have to think, where is this from? And like, just to know that this is live, take this into consideration. this is live.
You can cut out the mistakes.
And for me, personally, like you saw, like with Laura, you know, when, you know, she's like I'm undercover, her doing her voice and everything, and so you're like, oh my god, I'm like, the chat probably was like, oh my god, no, don't, but it's like, that's a mistake, but at the same time, it's live, and it's beautiful to see these things, because I'm getting really tired of extremely scripted things. Like, honestly, when we give our reviews, it is not scripted at all. Like, even when we start doing more like video essays about certain things, I don't like doing script. I don't like doing scripted content at all. I like doing outlines. Like, outlines for, like, videos or whatever we could do for more advanced.
Just so you stay on topic.
Like, we're going to do one for SAO. That's very, oh my god, my voice is
we got to stop the reviews soon. Your review
oh
voice
my
is
god.
dead. See, this isn't scripted.
This isn't scripted. My voice is gone. But the thing is, like, with that, is, like, you can tell I talk a lot. But, like, we like to give things that come from the heart. We like to give things where it's, like, we can kind of see where a person has come from, where a character is coming from. And what I really appreciate from this, and it's like you could honestly probably find this nowhere else outside of D&D, is that they want to show you how humble it is.
Yeah, because it definitely... And
they want to show you the humility.
Helps, and it also helps people who who never played D&D before, because they're watching, you know, like, professionals do it together, and then they see these mistakes, and then when they go on their first campaign, it's like, oh my god, like, I saw Laura do this, it's okay that I did it, because I know a lot of people are insecure to start role playing.
Absolutely.
Like, it's, like I said in the last episode, it's very vulnerable, and like a lot when you're doing it with people that you know you're not family or friends with, and it might be a stranger online, like it could be uncomfortable, but you know, seeing people who are professionals do that and make mistakes, it definitely helps encourage other people to do it.
Again, it brings back the feeling of humanity. It doesn't, because I mean, I for one, I'm very like Catholic myself, and like I love seeing that you could see the humility of creators. And what I mean by that is people that humble themselves and they don't have to act like they're big shots. You could see people like on screen that are on for what, like 4 hours, and you spend that time with them and you see the humility of these creators.
And they don't get mad at themselves making mistakes. And a lot of people do that.
And it is very inspiring to see that people, like, when they are, because like Matt in the beginning is you see the clapping. He goes this, that. Yeah. That's a very natural, that's how people talk. And when you glamorize so much, Netflix, I'm looking at you. I mean, I could say so much about. I would love just to do like company reviews and stuff, because I have an idea. I have an idea for a lot of things that we wanted to. We're not gonna bring this up now.
We're not saying anything.
When we're moving, I want to definitely do a more like talking podcast type thing that I'll get into it later when we move to Connecticut. But the thing is, like, I honestly think that the beauty of this is just knowing that you have people that humble themselves. And I know this is weird to say, like, it's like, honestly, like, a lot of people won't say it in a review, but it's like, it's kind of in a way very beautiful, because I'm tired of seeing people just have to think that they have to be perfect on this and that. They have to, it's like, no, that's not what makes people human. Glamorizing things is not what makes people human.
Glamorizing things hurts people.
Yes.
Because especially younger minds, when they see things glamorized on Netflix specifically, I know we keep saying that, Netflix and social media and magazines, all that stuff, when you glamorize everything in life, people are going to start to think that they have to be perfect. And like, we're not perfect. No one's perfect. You're not perfect. I'm not perfect. She's not perfect. They're not perfect. And like showing reality to people, especially younger people, that's what helps people grow as themselves, not glamorizing something.
Exactly. And here's the thing, even if some of you guys may not believe in God, just know that you are made within his image and that he loves you, and that you don't have to glamorize yourself to become like this perfect person, because you already are perfect as you are. It's like, and you may not feel perfect, and we're getting very like humble right now and like very heart to heart right now, but you may not feel perfect at times, but you as yourself and whoever that you want to be, you are perfect.
Yeah, just be the best you. Don't be the best someone else.
Exactly.
Because like if
whoever you are from here.
If you idolize like Matt, or if you idolize one of us, or if you idolize, I don't know, someone on Netflix or Hulu, whatever you watch, like you can take inspiration from them. You can think that how they dress or how they talk is cool. Like take their views, whatever. But don't feel like you have to be them to be the perfect image of yourself. Just be what you can be.
Exactly.
You have something that someone else doesn't.
And it's like, to me, I feel like a lot of people are so hard on themselves, and you know, whoever you are loved. Just know that, you know, like there will always be people out there that are gonna ridicule you, are gonna like belittle your choices in life and make you feel like you're nothing. But you yourself, you are loved, and I just want everyone here to kind of
we love you.
We love and care for you, and that we're here to spread as much like as people would say, like in the Bible, brotherhood as possible, and just to show you that there are people that do care, like Piccolo
loves
and
you.
Vegeta,
I love
and
you.
Happy and Chopper,
Join our Discord,
and Link,
please.
and everybody, and Jesus. Don't forget Jesus. But other than that, we just wanted to let you guys know that we do care, and like knowing that there are people out there like how they do with Critical Role, that they care. It's humbling because I honestly like, and thank you for those of you, for especially our patrons who said you guys got to get into Critical Role.
Yes,
especially for those of you for Vox, you're like, you guys should do Critical Role. We're like, we're gonna do this because
we would have never ever checked this out without you guys encouraging us.
I mean, like I said,
so,
for
like,
years ago, I was like, I definitely want to do like reactions, but I never like touched it. And I'm like, I'm glad that I didn't because now it's like the perfect time. And it's like in a way fate because you guys said do it now, and like we're doing what we are doing. And I just feel like, you know, knowing that there are people out there like them who don't care if they make mistakes on camera, who don't care if they're gonna edit something. It's like that's the beauty of it. You know, that is the beauty that there are still people like that exist.
Make mistakes, guys, just not really bad ones.
Exactly.
Don't hurt people.
Learn from your mistakes. That's what matters, and be the best version of you that you can be, and just know that people do love you and that you're a good person. That's all we have to say. That's our heart to heart. So if you're hearing this and you needed that pick me up, just know that you are loved and that we care for you. But my friends, again, just a reminder that the uncut version of this will be over on our Patreon. If you want thousands of hours of content, be sure to...
It's going to be millions.
Check over there because, again,
at some point.
just to give you an example, and it's not even all of them, about, 100 plus episodes of Dragon Ball Z reactions, total to, 8,000
something like that.
hours of content. And that was just one of them, and we have over 54 pages of content. We're just like, okay, yeah, what the hell? We've been doing this for since 2019, 2018, 2019 on Patreon. But even so, some of the stuff wasn't even counted from those years.
There's lots of hours.
There's hours. There's a lot of hours. So if you are trying to be entertained, want somebody as a friend to watch content with, we are here. And that's what we do. We want to make sure that you guys know that. And just we want to hear your thoughts on everything, honestly, because with this series in general and the campaigns, we want to talk a lot about them, and we want to talk it from the characters' perspectives, and just know that we want to hear from you too, because that's
please
what
join our Discord because we're there as much as we can be. So if you do want to talk to us, about Critical Role or about anything in general, if you have questions, go there, tag us. You could literally spam tag me. I don't care if the mods get mad at you. Just do it. I don't care. It doesn't bother me. Or you can DM us on Twitter because we're also always active there. If you do have a question and we don't end up answering in the YouTube comments, if you're a Patreon, we will answer you because there's less of you. But YouTube comments, if we do not answer automatically and you want an answer, DM us on Twitter. Yeah. It's easier for me to see because it gives me notifications on my phone and YouTube doesn't. And join our Discord because that is a great place to access, us and our community who will love you as well because they also do love Critical Role.
Exactly. And again, be sure to subscribe, turn that notification bell on, and just leave a comment and let people know that there's other people that are doing Critical Role campaign reactions because I feel like there's not that many people doing it. I'm surprised for that. So,
also drink water.
Yes.
Because I'm really thirsty.
Oh, that's why I say that. You're drinking all the time with the water.
I don't have any left.
I feel that I made the review go on so long. I'm sorry.
You're good.
All right, guys. So we hope you have an amazing day. Stay weird. You stay wonderful. You stay awesome. Until the next one, you just for fangirl, fanboy, fan person every single day. Bye.